Okay, so we are going to get started. We just adjust here. Okay. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Thanks to everybody that hopped on live, or if you can't make it tonight, then I hope you enjoy the recording, and you will be getting a copy of the recording. So let's talk about this. I'm so excited because this is kind of, I wouldn't say my first time, but it is something that I'm excited to share with you guys about regarding coaching and what it's done for my life and what it's all about. So I'm really excited to share this opportunity with you and for you to hear my story as well. Let me make sure this thing goes away. Give me a second, guys. Hold on. Go away. Okay, that's better. Okay. So let's get started. Okay, so here we're going to talk about a little bit of what we're going to cover tonight. If you do have any questions, then you can certainly chat in the chat box and let me know what your questions are, and I will do my best to answer them as best I can. Otherwise, if you're watching the recording, you're more than welcome to send me questions with the email address, or if you and I have talked over social media like Instagram or Facebook, you can always send me a message. So we're going to cover kind of a little bit about who I am, what my story is, what exactly is a Beachbody coach, and, what do we do on a daily basis? Some of the things that I hear a lot when I talk to people is, isn't that a pyramid scheme? And I don't want to be a salesperson. And what if I'm not at my goal body, or I'm not really that healthy? So we're going to kind of go over some of those things. And I'm going to share with you some of the reactions that I had when I first was exposed to Beachbody, because I had a lot of those same objections and concerns. So I'm going to go over that a little bit. And then how exactly do we get paid? The benefits of coaching and what to expect if you guys do decide to join me and my team, and then exactly how to sign up. So like, what are the options to sign up? Okay. All right. So who am I? Let me, give me just a second, guys. I kind of want to make myself smaller if I can. Yeah, I'll just hide my face. Why not? All right. So who am I? So I am a wife to my husband, Charlie, for 4 years so far. I am a Christ follower. He is my Lord and Savior. And I recently became pregnant with our first child. It is a boy. So we're really excited about that. I'm actually due in about 4 weeks. I am a fur mom before I became pregnant to, I call him my mini panther. He's a 20-pound black cat named Berlioz. I struggled with PCOS and infertility before we got pregnant as well. College graduate, I love to be comfortable as far as like clothing, and I'd rather be comfortable and trendy rather than being in high heels and a tight dress I can't breathe in. I kind of have a problem with chocolate. I'm a huge addict for chocolate. I absolutely love it. And surprisingly, if you've met me before or if you've spoken with me, I may not seem this way, but I am introverted, very much so. I would rather stay home and hang out and not really go anywhere and just be on my couch or be outside, and instead of being around a bunch of people all the time. But that is where I feel best, is when I kind of just have my me time. I really enjoy singing and dancing, and of course going shopping like most girls. And I love to absolutely garden. Like I love doing little herbs, and one day I hope to have my own full-on garden where I have grow all of my food, and it's a fun dream of mine. But I'm very fascinated by the human body and health and fitness, and how food reacts to your body and how we use it. So that's a little bit about me. So before we get into this, before I kind of tell you a little bit about my story, I just want to give you a general idea of Beachbody and what Beachbody has exactly, because I'm sure you see some of the products out there like Shakeology and maybe a fitness program, etc. So we're going to actually go over what Shakeology is. But, before I do that, let me just tell you a little bit about my story, actually, before we get into that. So I grew up with a lot of processed foods. A lot of people talk about how, oh my goodness, hold on a second, guys. Okay, sorry about that. My cat likes to make noise. My panther likes to make noise on the door. But basically, I grew up in a household where I didn't really know what health meant and eating clean meant. I grew up eating processed foods and canned foods and, just things that were very unhealthy. A vegetable to me was out of a can. Anything else just didn't really taste that good. So I didn't grow up knowing what health was. And as far as fitness goes, I basically looked at, my parents, and they would go to the gym, and that's really all I thought it was. But I didn't know that going to the gym, being fit, eating clean were things that you do to take care of yourself. I just kind of thought that was always there with me. I struggled with anxiety for quite some time when I was little. I had to be on medication. I had anxiety attacks, so much so that my dad told me one day, make sure you chew your food, don't choke. And one day I choked, and basically I quit eating, and I only survived off those little insured drinks because I was just so paranoid of getting something stuck in my throat. So my anxiety was at an all-time high, and that all happened in 6th grade, which was like a critical time for growth and development for, a young girl. And so I didn't really have the proper nutrition that I was supposed to have. As I got older, I did get over that fear. Went to college, and in college I did have a lot of digestive problems, and it just got worse after college to the point where I was calling in sick at work. I didn't really have a good eating system either. I always had problems with what I ate, and I would have to go home sometimes because, my stomach didn't feel good, and that brought on more anxiety and stress. And so I really was kind of a mess, and I didn't really understand why that I had to deal with this every day of my life rather than just, enjoy my life. I had all these issues. So I didn't know where to turn except go to doctors, and they didn't really know what was wrong with me. They put me on medication for about 2 months, changed it up, and then tried something different, and nothing was working. And so I was getting really frustrated and depressed, thinking this was my life. And after that, I remember somehow finding a holistic remedy that actually very much decreased my digestive problems. And so I became so fascinated with the fact that this like holistic remedy did something for me, made me feel better on top of everything that I was trying to feel better. I felt like I had tried everything. This helped. And so that led me to want to know more. And so I did as much as I could to find a place that could teach me more. And I found an online school called the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. I basically went to school online for about 2 years, and I got a certification to be a holistic health coach. It was wonderful. I learned so much. I was trained over 100 different dietary theories and apparently how to run a coaching business. But when I graduated, everything was kind of compiled into a year or 2 years, and I had a full-time job then. So I didn't really pursue coaching because I was very overwhelmed with everything you had to do for coaching, and I was kind of on my own. On top of the fact that I was still learning how to manage my digestive problems, and it just wasn't really working out as much as I thought. So I was a little discouraged, and I didn't know what to do. I ended up meeting a friend through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition, and she was involved with Beachbody. And she told me, hey, why don't you try one of my challenge groups? I think you would really like it. It'd be, it's going to be really fun. And I was very skeptical at first because the only thing I knew about Beachbody was P90X program, which I had bought a long time ago, did 2 weeks of it, quit, and then said, I guess I'm not cut out for this. And then I saw these commercials on TV for Shakeology. And everything I had learned in school, I said, well, my gosh, please, like all of this stuff is crap and it's just another shake on the market. And it's not real, and I'm not gonna fall for the scam that's out there. I'm gonna eat real foods and continue what I'm doing. Because what I was doing was buying a ton of different supplements and different foods and making my own version of the shake. And it was starting to get really expensive, but I continued to do it because it made me feel better. Anyway, I ended up saying, okay, I'll try it, joined her group, and come to find out within 30 days, because her group was about 30 days long, it was insane how I ended up, first of all, sticking to a fitness routine, because I was the girl that would go on Pinterest and sit there and look up workouts and things like that, and then become so overwhelmed that I wouldn't even do it anyway. And so I would just give up. But I had stuck to this workout for 30 days. I had seen results. I drank Shakeology every day during those 30 days. And surprisingly, my digestive problems began to disappear. I started having energy again. When you have digestive problems, you hardly ever get energy, like because your body depends on your digestive system for nutrients. So I was always low energy and tired. I had back pain all the time. I was always tight. I didn't feel good. So I went through these 30 days and I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. I'm eating better. I don't have my digestive problems anymore. I'm actually regular in the bathroom, and I don't have back pain anymore. Are you kidding me? Like this is actually the reason why. And it was so much fun too. So I couldn't believe it. And after all of that had gone down, I talked to my friend who was a coach, and I said, you know what, there's something to this. Like, I want to do this. And so I signed up as a coach, and I never looked back since, because from the moment that I started and finished those 30 days, it was such an impact in my life that I had to keep going and I had to know more. Because if I could do 30 days of this program, what else was I capable of? And so I was just so excited to find out more and to try. And all I could think to myself was, oh my gosh, if I feel this way, there's other people that feel this way too. I've got to tell them about this, because this changed my life. I actually feel human and alive, and I don't have pain anymore. I have to be able to share this with somebody. So that's kind of how I got involved with Beachbody. Is basically my health was at a downward spiral, and I got involved with a challenge group and had a coach and someone that was keeping me accountable. Excuse me, guys. Keeping me accountable and really wanting to help me when I had questions, when I was struggling to keep going. And that made such a difference in my life. So I wanted to be that person for someone else. So that's kind of my story with getting involved with Beachbody. Now, as far as what Beachbody offers, I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of a background on some of that. So Shakeology. So the whole reason that I was very much against Shakeology was because, number one, a lot of shakes out there, when you think of a shake, like a weight loss shake, you think, okay, weight loss, appetite suppressant, meal replacer, or protein shake. So those are the things that flashed through my head that were like, I don't need another protein shake that's made by this random company. You know, I go to Whole Foods and I get the like fully raw, full meal Garden of Life or the Vega protein shake. I don't need this whatever Shakeology is, because I'm sure it's full of crap anyway. And at least with these shakes, I know what's in them. And so I just didn't really understand, or, you know, I just kind of had this assumption. I didn't really give it a chance. So come to find out, when I actually tried Shakeology, the first thing I did when I got my bag of Shakeology was I turned it over and I'm like, all right, I'm going to find all the crap that's in here and I'm going to, basically call them out on it because I've been trained on all this stuff. I know what all these special superfoods and stuff are. So I'm going to call them out and I'm going to find, all the bad stuff in here. Funny, come to find out, I knew all of those foods, those special superfoods that everyone talks about, and I could pronounce everything on the back of that ingredients list. And everything in that ingredients list was whole foods, and they were basically, that's it. I knew everything in it. There was no fillers. There was no sweeteners, like artificial colors. There was no artificial sweeteners. There was just nothing. It was all food. And I was shocked because I was like, there's got to be something in here. And there wasn't. And it made sense why I felt better because I wasn't giving my body a random shake that was going to suppress my appetite or it was going to be my meal replacement. It was actual food. So I was being fed a real whole meal every time I drank it. And if you look at this picture, everything in my cup that I put on here is what's in Shakeology. So instead of just like a protein shake, like I was taking Vega, which is a protein shake when you start working out, is basically, it has a lot of some of those things in there, but it's mainly a protein shake and it's a plant-based protein shake. And then you look at another one that's like a total meal replacement and it's got some of those things in there, but it didn't have everything that Shakeology had. Shakeology was like this complete, it's hard, I want to say well-rounded, but it was like this complete meal where it literally touched on every single area that the body needed to be fed. So it's whole foods, it's nutrient dense. When someone says superfood, that's what superfood is. It's a food that is nutrient dense. So it means it's got high level nutrients in it. It's complete, it's real, it's clean, it's organic, it's pure. These are true, absolutely true statements. I would not be drinking this and be that passionate about it if it wasn't like this, because I was trained in all of the stuff in our food system that is completely crap and makes our food system so corrupt. So I'm not that person that's going to go and drink something that is full of artificial stuff or fillers or appetite suppressant or whatever, all of that stuff out there, because there is stuff like that out there. But Shakeology is not like that. So Shakeology is whole food based. It has probiotics and prebiotics and enzymes and phytonutrients. It's got adaptogens, which help you battle stress. It's got the fiber to help your digestive system. It's a complete protein. I drink the vegan-based protein, which is the plant protein. So it has all 9 essential amino acids. It's got 70 different types of superfoods in it. So things that are not necessarily found all the time in the States, maybe. We have so many cultures in this world that thrive off of these clean foods that they grow in their natural habitat. So we have access to that. The creator that made Shakeology actually studies these cultures and goes to these places and actually sees these different nutrients that he finds, like moringa and maca root, and goes to the source of where these things are located. So it's really an amazing supplement. It's not meant to be dependent on. It's a supplement. So it's been such an amazing life changer for me because it's helped me balance out my digestive system. I'm not struggling with irregularity anymore. I'm not struggling with upset stomach anymore. I don't have indigestion anymore. I don't have these problems anymore. And I have full, real, clean energy. And I'm not talking about energy where you're wired. I'm talking about energy where I have energy to walk around and to be happy and to give, to be around my husband and to, do my best at work. And it's real energy. It's what life, like what kind of energy you're supposed to have when you're a healthy person. So that is what Shakeology is. It's not what I thought it was. And a lot of people have that inclination that it's this, oh, it's, this fake shake on the market. So that is what Shakeology is. Now, the great thing about what else Beachbody offers is that Beachbody offers a bunch of different exercise programs. So some of you know, like P90X was one of like the original programs that Beachbody came out with. Well, the great thing about it is that it's not just one program and that's it. The best thing that Beachbody has is that it has something for everybody, okay? It's got DVD programs, it's got cleanses and whole food cleanses, which is awesome. It has supplements for athletes, which is that Beachbody Performance down at the bottom. It has extra little boosts that you can add to Shakeology if you want a little bit more greens or you're wanting to have, specific focused energy. We have the online system now called Beachbody On Demand, where you can take all of your DVD programs and you stream them online like a Netflix. But the whole point of it all is that there's something for everyone, from the very basic beginner person to someone who's maybe a professional athlete. If you see the program up there to the left called PIO, that was the original program I started with. There's no equipment required. It's Pilates and yoga inspired. And it was very basic and beginner. And it was really fun. And it was like less than 30 minutes a day, something I needed when I had my full-time job. And it was just very basic. That was where I started. That was my level, was beginner. So it's just really awesome because we really do have something for everybody. Another thing that I loved about Beachbody, and this is truly the missing link when it comes to coaching, okay? We have peer support. We have support from someone that's going to keep you accountable. You're not on this journey alone. Whether you're coaching or you're in a challenge group, you're not alone at all. You have someone there with you, walking you through every single step of the way. That's the best part. That was the one thing that I was missing. Yeah, I could find a workout to do on Pinterest. Yeah, I could go and make a healthy meal and I'd be okay. Or even just follow the program to the T. But the fact that I had someone that was like, Talia, did you drink your Shakeology today? Did you do your workout? No, I don't really feel like it. Come on, girl, you got this. You're going to do this. Like you have to make sure, stick to your goals. Reminded me of my why. That is the missing link that I needed. I desperately needed in order to achieve my goals, in order to stick to it for 30 days. So on top of that, in the process, if you are a coach, you get people to work with. All those girls in the yellow shirts, I got to meet all of them, and they're within like my uplines team. But they all have such a different story, and they all work together as coaches in general to not only encourage their challengers, but to encourage each other. The one girl in the middle that is next to the blonde, she has two kids and she's a single mom. The other girl, the girl with the black hair, she's the one that, she's one of my friends that is, she has an amazing weight loss story, and she is, just got married. Another friend of mine on the right, it has PCOS, and, she's going through some issues with that. I mean, everyone has a different story, and they've all found their health and just a better lifestyle, and they all met each other through Beachbody. So it's really an amazing thing that they offer this kind of thing, that peer support, as a coach and then as coaches together. Okay, so speaking of coaches, what exactly a coach is not? I get a lot of people talking about coaching, and they're like, well, I'm not, I don't know a lot of stuff like you. You went to a fancy school, or I'm not a salesperson, or, I'm not even close to getting my goal body yet, or I'm not a personal trainer, or whatever. That is not what we are as coaches, okay? I have a background in holistic health coaching before I went into Beachbody because I wanted to know. There's a lot of my friends that have nothing. They started with just problems in their health, and they joined Beachbody and they learned as they went. I didn't even know everything when I went to school. When I graduated, I had a really good idea. I learned a lot. There were still a lot of things that I didn't know how to do, or what my body did, or how to meal prep, or even how to gain muscle, or whatever the case. I had to learn along the way. And that's kind of the best part, is that coaches are not experts. They become that way because they continuously fight on a daily basis to learn how to get to know their body and what works for them and what doesn't work for them. And then they help other people find the same thing. As far as being a salesperson, listen, I wouldn't be in this business if I was trying to be a salesperson. I can go get a sales job if I want to do that. I've had so many people that have come to me and actually done the whole sales presentation. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of people get this whole business twisted, is they think, oh, well, I have to go and pester my family to buy a product. That's not what it is at all, because I can't stand those people. I don't want to be one of those people. It frustrates the life out of me when I tell somebody I'm not interested and they still say, okay, well, by the way, my CEO said there's a sale going on. It's like they didn't even hear me. So this is not about being salesy or anything like that. So that is what a coach is not. Coaches are someone that's passionate about health and fitness. All of these women right here that you see, these are all people that are on our team. And each one of them, if you've noticed, is not at their goal body, or may not be at their goal body, or they're working on their journey. Each one of us is different. The girl I'm sitting next to, I'm on the far left in that plaid shirt. The girl that's to my right has 5 boys, okay? That girl has a serious story. It's amazing. And she still struggles, but she still finds time to get her workout in, to drink her Shakeology, to coach other people. I mean, I could tell you stories about all these women, but then we would be on this call forever. So, but it's just amazing that, we found health and fitness together, and through this journey and through our ups and downs. Coaches are people that inspire others to lead healthy and fulfilling lives. So it's not about being salesy. It's about inspiring somebody, practicing what we preach and leading by example. Okay, we can't sit here and tell somebody, hey, you've got to make sure you do this, this, and this, if we're not doing it ourselves. That's kind of the best part, is we get to share our story with people. And we really embrace wherever we are on our journey. Some of us have weight loss stories. Some of us have money stories where, we're trying to build an income and, we have to find a different way to do that. We're working hard for that. I don't have a weight loss story. I've never been heavy. I've been the thin girl. I've always been the thin girl. And for a long time, I didn't think I had a story. So my story is different too. My story was about just gaining my health back through digestion and balancing that out and putting on a little bit of extra weight and dealing with PCOS. I mean, all of our stories are different. So depending on where our journey is, and we go up and down. So that's kind of the great part, is we're real people. We're not trying to be this perfect person that's in shape all the time. We are real people. Whether we've started or we've been working on it for years, we share, we inspire, we motivate, we believe, and we mentor. Those are the core values of what a coach is. So what do we actually do on a daily basis? So these are kind of some pictures that relate to what I do every day as a coach. So number 1, I work on my own transformation. I work on my own story, my own health every single day. So if you look, to the left, that picture there, the one on the far left was me when I first joined as a coach in 2014. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you're skinny, you're fine, whatever. But I was very unhappy. I was in pain all the time, and my digestive system was insanely out of whack. So I may look okay on the outside, but on the inside, I had a lot of issues. And then a couple of years later, this is kind of, that's kind of one of the times that I really wanted to work for abs and just gain muscle and be strong. And so that was me. I finally reached a goal and I just felt better. My digestion was on track. I felt strong. I didn't have any pain anymore. And that's part of it. You work on your own transformation, and then you invite friends and family on your journey. A great way to say that is if you look at the bottom picture, that's me teaching a class, like one of the exercise classes that Beachbody offers. And, that's part of it. I've invited people to come and get healthy and inspire people to do it. And all of those people were people I work with, and they just had so much fun that night. But it's not about trying to push a product on somebody. It's just inviting them and getting to know them and finding out, I'm sorry, guys. Finding out, what their, maybe what their lifestyle is, if they have any goals, and then if there's a way that I could help them. We grow as a person through personal development. That's what PD stands for. That has been one of my favorite parts of being a coach, because it helps you to get out of your comfort zone by really reading and just listening to some inspiring things and learning more about pushing past your fears or growing as a person and dealing with some of those things. So that's really been my favorite part. I was never a reader at all, and now it's like when I find a book, I get so excited. I just want to know. And then sharing your story, that's something that's been really eye-opening for me and hard to do in the beginning, was to share my story, because I really didn't think people cared. But you'd be surprised how many people are like, wow, I felt so alone in this area, and until you said that, I feel like now I'm not alone, and I'm really inspired by what you said. So keep sharing. And that just feels amazing when you can inspire somebody to make a change, or to know that they're not alone in this world through those problems. With everything that's going on, we need each other. Regardless of what you may think, we need each other to stay positive and to keep going through some of the struggles and the hardships that we have in this life. So sharing our story is very powerful. Sorry, guys. Okay. This stupid thing, it totally blocks my slides. Okay. Anyway, so how it works. Basically, the way it works is you start working on you, and you inspire a few people to start their journey, like I had said before. And then they inspire a few others, and they inspire a few others, and then those people inspire a few others. You just pay it forward. That is basically what it is. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're looking at that right now, and you're going, oh my gosh, look at that. It's a pyramid. What's going on? And we're going to talk about that in just a second. But that's basically what it is. You are starting. You're that ripple effect. You are the pebble that's thrown into the water, and you create this ripple effect. And that affects everyone else, and it helps others to get inspired. And then they do something, and they inspire other people in their lives. And then it's just this huge ripple effect that is so powerful. And that is basically how and what coaches do, and how this whole process works. So now let's go ahead and touch on the whole elephant in the room that I know people are really fearful about, and that's a pyramid scheme. So this is one of those things where I remember going, Beachbody, okay, wait a second, that's totally a pyramid scheme. Everyone's telling me it's a pyramid scheme. Don't get involved in it. You're just going to waste money, blah, 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 blah. So I was, again, part of the reason why I didn't want to get involved was because I didn't want to have to deal with that. I didn't want to waste any money. But you know what? I didn't really know what a pyramid scheme was. It just sounded scary and bad, and I wanted nothing to do with it. So the true definition of what a pyramid scheme is, it's a business model that recruits members via a promise of payments or services for enrolling others into the scheme, rather than supplying investments or sale of products or services. So do you know what that means? That means that it's a business model that recruits people, but there's no exchange of product or service. You're just recruiting people because there's a promise of payment to grow this team. For what? I have no idea. That's why it's called a scheme. And really, it's not, there's nothing to it. There's no business model. It's just like a false promise of getting paid. So that's what a pyramid scheme is. That's not what Beachbody is. If you look to, everything in our lives is kind of like a pyramid, if you want to go that route. This corporate structure. I worked in corporate for years after college, and this is exactly what it was. It was that pyramid where the CEO was at the top, the managers were below, And then you had your supervisors and you had your employees. And guess who got paid the most? The CEO. So we had to work hard as employees and supervisors and managers, and the CEO would be the one that gets paid the most. So we all had to make him look good, and then he would get paid, right? And the employees are usually the ones that are minimum wage. Let me tell you, okay? When I was in college, I was told, you go to college, you get a degree, and when you get a degree, you're going to be preferred over someone else for a job because you have the degree. Well, I had multiple jobs in hospitality and tourism management, which is what my degree was in. Not once did I get picked for my degree at all. I had people that were ex-strippers and druggies that I worked with. I don't know how they got hired, but they did. And they were getting picked over me for management positions, for learning more about the company. I mean, it was ridiculous how many things were getting done that were not allowing me to move up, and other people were getting placed over me. And I had the degree. It was ridiculous. So I was really frustrated with that, and it just didn't make any sense. I was working really hard. I was getting, I was asking for more responsibility and taking on more responsibility, and I was not getting what I was told, all because I worked hard for 4 years to get a degree. It was terrible. So I know the other question you're asking is, well, wait, don't I have to sell stuff? And then as a salesperson, let me tell you, this is typically what salespeople are like. There's no personal connection with the client at all. Okay, you walk into a store or a car lot or whatever, and someone comes up to you and goes, how can I help you? And typically, they don't really care. They just want to make the sale. They usually have a quota to meet. They look at people as a dollar sign rather than an actual person. They can be really pushy, annoying, stressful, and they really try to force fit the product on somebody, whether they need it or not. And I basically, when I thought of coaches, I thought, oh, distributor. I'm not going to, I don't even want to do that. Just get me out of here. I don't want to have to deal with people salespeople. So I didn't want to do this. And come to find out, that's not what we do, okay? We actually, as coaches, we get to know people and we find out their needs. We actually care to help people reach their goals. We offer solutions instead of just a product to sell. So really, remember how I told you that we had something for everyone? Well, that's the case. We offer a solution. If someone is struggling to lose weight, hey, I have a solution for you. I have this and this as tools, and then I'll be here to help you as your coach, and I'll keep you accountable. If that doesn't work, we can try something else over here. This could be better. It depends on where they are. We determine our goals to meet. We don't have quotas that are given to us. A lot of people think Beachbody coaches work for Beachbody. We don't work for Beachbody. Beachbody is our platform. So if we want to make a goal for ourselves, we determine what our quotas are. We decide if we want to help 2 people this month or 3 people this month or 10 people this month. We're more of mentors and counselors and motivators rather than we're this salesperson. We want to actually help people because that's what coaching is. It's not about selling a product and moving on. You are with people for 30 days, for 60 days, for 90 days. You're helping them. You're coaching them based on your experience or based on maybe things that you've gone through in the past. You're just helping them to stay accountable. We actually have a desire to help people find solutions. We want to help people succeed. Trust me, if it was all about just selling a product, I would go to a sales job and I don't have to care. I can just meet a quota and be done with it. No, I want to actually help people. I want people to feel that same relief that I found when I completed my 30 days. I didn't have the pain anymore. So other people had to feel that way. I wanted people to feel that way. And we realize what we have is not for everybody. I don't try to force fit a product on somebody. If it doesn't fit your lifestyle and your needs right now or your budget or whatever, that's fine. Maybe it will next month. Maybe it will in a year. It all depends. I'm not going to sit here and force it on you just because I want to make a sale. That's not what coaches do. There are other people that do that, and there are a lot of companies out there that allow their people to do that. But that is not what I do or what I want my team to do and what my uplines team does. That's not how we work. We like to educate and encourage, and we're really doing this as a service. We want to help people, and that's part of serving somebody. Again, it's not about the dollar sign. These are real people with real issues and real struggles, and so we're here to help. And the last one is, but I'm not at my goal body. Let me tell you something. I wasn't either, and I'm not right now, okay? 2014 is when I started. You know my little basic story of when I started in 2014. I was actually very underweight. I had digestive problems. I still had anxiety. I was stressful. I mean, I'm actually even standing crooked. If you could see, it looks like my right shoulder is higher than my left shoulder. That'll tell you something about my unaligned body right there. No wonder I had back pain. A year into my journey, I did really well, and then I plateaued and I kind of fell off the wagon. It happens. I'm human. That's the nice part about being a coach, is that we all struggle. We have those times when we fall off the wagon. But, we have other coach friends and colleagues on the teams that help us to get back into the game. So that was another, time in my journey that I kind of just lost it a little bit and kind of went back to just being blah. And then, of course, now that was probably a few months ago when I was, 6 or 7 months pregnant, I think. Right now I'm starting my 9th month, so I'm much bigger. But I can't work out as crazy hard as I was. So I've lost a little bit more muscle mass in my legs and in my arms and things like that. So no, I'm not at my goal body right now, but I'm trying to stay fit during my pregnancy. And that's kind of like where I am, where I'm at. I'm not going to be at my goal body at this point. But there were times when I was, and it was great, and I felt amazing because I stuck to my goals and I had the accountability and I was eating right and I was, really working hard for the body I wanted. And it really wasn't about trying to look like these crazy models or these crazy fit people. It was about feeling good in my skin and feeling strong. And that was my main goal, was to always be strong and to get rid of the pain and to get rid of the frustration that I felt and not having energy and things like that. So these were moments in my journey where I felt amazing and I was doing the right thing all the time. And so that would be the inspiring part. It's like, hey guys, look, when you stick to it, when you work hard, this is what happens. This is the effects of feeling healthy in your skin and feeling good and feeling strong. So there's definitely ups and downs in your journey, but you know what? That's a real thing. That's a human thing. That's not these crazy people that are bikini and fitness body models. I mean, those are lifestyles that are so they're not unobtainable, but they're not long lasting, nor are they healthy. Okay, so how exactly do we get paid? There's multiple ways to earn, okay? So again, we don't work for Beachbody. However, since Beachbody is the platform, they give us a lot of incentives to utilize to help us build our business, which is really exciting because it makes it fun. One of the things they do is, they give us 25% commissions on, products that we sell. So whether that's fitness program or Shakeology or a package together, they give us a 25% commission on that. And I don't expect you to know what a lot of these things are, but if you did decide to join, then, that would be something we could discuss and what I would teach you. But, as you grow your team, there's growth bonuses and team cycle bonuses. There's opportunities to qualify for free trips. Like I think they've gone to Cancun before. Where was the last one they went to? Punta Cana was the last one they went to, which is awesome. You get recognition on a weekly basis, or can get recognition. You get recognition at Summit, which is one of their largest events. They do a really fun monthly incentive program called Success Club. So it depends on how many people you help that month. They have like fun prizes, or they do personal developments as part of your prizes. So maybe there's like a really well-known speaker out there and you'll get like a private, access to a webinar that they've done before that doesn't, get out or something like that. So it's really a cool thing to do in your business where you have someone else that's kind of coming up with these incentives for yourself. So you have some fun ways to create goals for yourself in your business. So the benefits of being a coach. I mean, this has really been so much fun. I never thought that I could kind of have my own business. It was something I'd always dreamed of, but I never really knew if I could do it. Because remember, I had a full-time job when I graduated from my nutrition and coaching school, and it was so overwhelming. I didn't know where to begin. But the nice part about Beachbody was that I had someone there to help me start this and ask questions and show me how they did it so I could copy what they did and then put my own flair on it. So some of the benefits is you can set your own business hours. I mean, right now when I was full-time, I did it part-time. I did it, when I could, when I had the time, I would do what I need to do as a coach. And then I would go to my full-time job and I would spend time with my husband. So I had like a little bit of time here. Now I've actually gone part-time at my main job, and now I'm also doing this more part-time, full-time. So it all depends on how you want to run your business. You get healthy and fit in the process. I mean, good Lord, that is like something you don't find anywhere else in jobs these days. What jobs prioritize their employees to stay healthy and fit and work on their journey and take care of themselves? Like almost nowhere. Trust me, I've looked for it in employee handbooks and incentive plans and things like that when I've gotten my other jobs, and it's not in there. You get to meet some amazing, amazing people. The people I have met being an introvert, it's just crazy. I have more friends now or people that I can talk to and relate to than I did in high school and college combined. You get to travel places. You grow as a person. You earn a little bit of extra income if you want to, or you earn your entire income if you want to. You get to watch people make positive changes in their lives. That is the most rewarding thing that you could ever ask for in a job. You develop a healthy lifestyle change, and you are free to be creative. You're not buying into a crazy franchise where you have to do everything that they tell you to do. This is your business, so you get to create it how you want to. Beachbody gives you the tools to do that, but you don't have to stamp Team Beachbody everywhere on your business, because that's not your brand. That's their own brand. My brand is myself, and that's the best part of having my own business is I get to create this the way I want to. Sorry if I sound a little stuffy, guys. Kind of going through some allergy issues, so I apologize. Okay, so if this is something that, you're kind of thinking, I could probably do this. This is really exciting. Then you get to kind of pick what you want to do. And this is the best part. It's your business and your rules. So there's 3 different types of coaches. And all 3 of these coaching styles is something that if you were to join my team, we would discuss and talk about and kind of figure out where you are. So number 1 is a discount coach. There's someone that drinks Shakeology regularly. They don't really do anything in the business. They don't do any challenge groups or anything. And they're strictly there for the discount, which is fine because I actually started like that. I'm like, I just want to get this for the discount, and then if I don't like it, then I can quit and we're good. So I have a couple people that are discount coaches, and that's totally fine. You can be a hobby coach. So you have a full-time job, you love the products, and you enjoy sharing them with other people, and you earn a little extra income on the side. That's kind of what I was when I had my full-time job, was a hobby coach. When I had the time to do it, I would do it. And then I loved the workout programs. I loved the Shakeology. They were helping me, so I could help a few people here and there, and then I had my full-time job. But then there's also business builders who want this for their main source of income. They're all in, they're building a life of freedom, and they're growing a team that's doing the same. So if you look at the bottom, it says, or in between. For the longest time, I was a hobby coach. Now I'm kind of in between hobby and business builder, with a little one on the way, and I'm still kind of doing some stuff part-time. I'm trying to transition a little bit into being a mom and then building a business. So I'm in between hobby and business builder because I think what's happening is I love this business so much and what it's done for me in my life that now I just want to have that team of people that are going to do it with me, that I can collaborate with, and we can build our businesses together, and we can just grow together as a team and as friends and help more people, because I want to help more people and I know I can't do it by myself. So I want a team that's going to be passionate just like me and can help me spread the word and spread that feeling that I talked about in the beginning. Well, I feel horrible and I found this and now I feel amazing. I feel like I actually have my life back. I want to be able to give that to other people. I need other people to help me give that to other people. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, which is why I'm doing this webinar, to kind of show you guys a little bit about, Beachbody and how it changed my life. And I'm looking for those people. Okay. So, you have to think of it this way too. Let's say you join me and you join the business, or I've joined the business. Worst case scenario, none of you want to join me. So what if, worst case scenario, nothing happens in this business and you don't get to do anything, or no one wants to join you. You invested $40 to $140 as your initial investment. Okay. Look at the benefits that you get regardless if anybody joins you. You got to meet and build some new friendships and connect with some inspiring people on the teams. Let me tell you something. Those two girls in that picture are amazing, okay? They have such different journeys in their lives, and they have brought me so much joy and just confidence in friends, real, true friends that are not going to go behind my back and talk about me and be catty and drama and like most girls are. These are real people that I've developed real friendships with. It's been amazing. Secondly, I've learned to love my body by developing lasting health and fit lifestyle. Yeah, whatever, however I worded that. And get in shape in the process. Oh my gosh, guys. Seriously, if I had not gotten involved in this business, or if I've gotten involved in this business and nothing has come of it, I can't even put this into words. My husband's laughing in the background and I'm like completely distracted. I'm sorry. But I wouldn't change this for the world. Okay. I finally feel like I have life again. I don't have the digestive discomfort. I have the energy. I feel strong. I know how to take care of my body. My greatest wealth is my health. And now I know how to do that. All because I joined a challenge group and learned how to do that. And on top of that, y'all, the last one is just my favorite. Facing your fears head on and growing as a person and creating new experiences. The reason I chose this picture, I'm actually like in Wisconsin in the snow and like has my mouth open. But this quote, "She who has overcome her fears is truly free." This whole situation literally sums up how I feel about personal development and what Beachbody has done for me in this area. There was a team retreat in Wisconsin, okay? I hate, and I'm telling you, hate flying, okay? I hate flying, much less traveling, and I don't ever, ever, ever like traveling by myself. And I had never traveled by myself at that point. I always had someone with me. Not to mention the fact that I had never been in weather that was negative 12 degrees, okay? I was scared. There was a major storm coming in that weekend. I was going to be by myself. I was just like so scared to do it. And I almost didn't go because of that. My fear of getting caught in the storm or not being able to go home or something happening on the plane. All these fears would come up in my mind, and I was just so scared that I was not going to, something bad was going to happen, and I almost didn't go. But then, you know what? I was told in my head through personal development, Talia, if you don't do this, then you're going to miss out. So I forced myself to do it. And let me tell you something. That was the most fun weekend I've ever been to. I totally was fine in negative 12-degree weather. I met some amazing people, including that girl in the picture in the beginning that had the 5 boys. Her and I now are like such good friends. I learned so much. If I had missed that, it would have just been horrible. But the fact that I was really trying to face my fears, it helped me push me out of my comfort zone. The things I have done, I'm not the same person I was when I first started. Emotionally, mentally, I am such a different person, and I'm still growing today. And that's what I love, is that it helped me overcome a lot of fears that I had. It helped me to really gain confidence in myself. I mean, y'all, these are serious investment benefits that I've gotten so far. And I haven't even really developed a team yet or done anything yet. This is worst case scenario. No one wants to join me. These are major, major benefits that you don't get anywhere else. Okay? These are huge. They're life impacting. So I want you to just think about that. So let's say you do decide you want to join me. My team is Break Free. The reason I called it Break Free is because of my anxiety, my stress, the digestive problems I had. All of these things, I had a lot of fear, I had a lot of anxiety, and through coaching and through experiences and even the low points in my journey, I've learned to push and break free from those excuses and really take the path unknown to find out what I've been truly capable and made of. And that's what's exciting, and that's my message, is I want people to know that sometimes when you take a chance and you invest in yourself and you break free from your excuses, you really find out what you are capable of and what life you could have. So that's kind of my message. But if you did decide to join my team, there are lots of reasons and things that I would love to give you. But sorry, guys. Allergies are killing me. I do provide one-on-one training. So because I don't have a crazy huge team or anything right now, you are going to get that one-on-one with me. And, I'm going to be training you how to do the day-to-day and, as a coach, and to share your story, train you on social media. There's a lot of things about social media that are constantly changing. So you will get that training and keeping up with that and how to speak. There's so many different languages like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. All of those are the same social media platforms, but they all speak a different language. So you'll learn about how to do that and be effective on those platforms. There's new coach online training. There's also Beachbody offers a huge online training academy as well. So those are some of the trainings you'll have access to. Just a place to go and to dream big and live your best life. Have that community to connect with people, and then tons of video trainings for how to effectively organize and run your business. I was the worst person at organization, and I'm telling you, it was crazy. I had no way of tracking things, and I just had no idea. And I have learned over time and through other people how to run your business effectively and organize your business and yourself. So you're using your time wisely, and you're tracking your progress. So those are things that you can expect from my team on Break Free. So if this is something that you're like, you know what, Talia, I love this. I want to try it. I want to be able to take that chance that you're talking about, then these are some of the options that you can do to join. So number one, you can join as a coach on my team, or you can join as a customer. It's okay to do either one, depending on what you want in your journey or how you'd like to start. But if you join as a coach, then you would start out with a challenge pack. So typically a challenge pack is, we're going to sit here and be a product of the product and be the example to people. So you kind of have to start on your own health journey. So we figure out what that health journey is. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain muscle? Are you just trying to get healthy again, balance out your digestive system? Whatever that is, whatever you're struggling with at the moment, we set you up to start that journey. And typically what that is to start that healthy lifestyle is a fitness program and Shakeology. And then of course you get a free trial of the Beachbody on demand, so you can stream everything online. Typically there is a coach fee of $40, but if you do a challenge pack, which is basically like a discounted package with the fitness program and Shakeology together, then that $40 fee is waived. Now, if you just wanted to start with Shakeology, or if you just wanted to do a fitness program, then you would pay that $40 coach fee on top of the fitness program. So truly your challenge pack is the best way to go, because that gives you both things at the same time at a discounted price, and then you don't pay that coach fee. It's waived. Now, as a coach, you do get a discount. So like I talked about, being a discount coach, you get a 25% discount on your Shakeology every month and any additional products that you decide to get. So there's apparel and other supplements and just other things, but you get a discount on that. Now, as a coach, because it's a business, you do pay a $15.95 online, or it's a business service fee. But this business service fee covers so much. So not only does Beachbody give you personal websites, you get a website for teambeachbody.com, you get a back office, you get Shakeology.com, you get theultimatereset.com. So you get all of these websites that are already done for you. You just have to customize them with like your name, your picture, your contact information, and these are places that you can send people. So like if someone's asking me about Shakeology, I can say, hey, you can go to my Shakeology website, and that will kind of give you more information if you wanted to utilize that. So that $15 covers that maintenance for your websites. And then the Coach Online Office kind of helps you track your progress. It gives you, updates on different things that are going on in Beachbody, like if you wanted to use for monthly promotions. Gives you my contact information as your coach, your star upline coach, and a lot of other marketing tools, the training library. Everything is in that Coach Online Office. It also covers the media promotion and brand awareness. Beachbody spends so much money on advertising to get their name out there. So it's one of those household names now where people know typically what Beachbody is. And Beachbody does a great job of making sure that people know about where we are. So we don't have to worry about that. That's kind of the nice part. Product warehousing, customer service, tech support, marketing communications, like I said, the training, and then Success on Demand is kind of like a personal development link that they give you to videos and different audio podcasts and things like that. So you have access to all of this. All of this is covered in that $15.95 fee, which is perfect. So really, as a coach, you're going to pay, like I pay for my Shakeology every month, which typically is like $140, as a customer, but as a coach, it's $99. And then I pay my $15.95 business service fee. So I pay to invest in myself and my business. I pay $115 a month. That's nothing. Now, if you didn't want to do the coach, the customer enrollment is very similar because you would get started with a challenge pack or Shakeology or the fitness program. The difference is you're still going to pay the same amount, but you don't get that discount on a monthly basis. So you're still going to pay, the full price of Shakeology every month. And you don't get that 25% off discount on anything at the moment. And that's okay. Some people like to just be customers, and that's all right. Either way, your best bet is really to do the coach membership because that gives you that discount. Like I said, you could be a discount coach and you don't have to do anything with the business if you didn't want to, but you would still be able to enjoy the fitness programs and drinking Shakeology and all of that for a discounted rate. So, but this is the customer enrollment option as well. So I just want you guys to think about a few things. I want you to ask yourself, what can becoming a coach do for me? What can it actually do for you? What if you were to go ahead with this coaching thing? What could happen in your life? Is this something that you're like, oh, I just kind of want to do it for the discount? Or what if I actually become successful? Like, what would happen in my life? Who can I help? And what are my goals and my dreams that I could achieve with coaching? I mean, there's really so much. The possibilities are endless. It just depends on how committed you are and how much you want it. If you really love health and fitness, you really love helping other people, then coaching is really the career that you want to get involved in, because that's both. And on top of that, it's not only an investment in you or in a business, but it's an investment in yourself. Investing in you is the best thing you can do in your life, truly, honestly. Because without your health, without your happiness, your sanity, you don't have a life. Life is just boring. Life is stressful. Life is just frustrating. You want to be able to have a life that you enjoy, and to be able to work hard for something and say, I earned it, rather than it was given to me or was out of my reach. I earned it. That's what's really cool, is you can do that. So that is really all I have for you today. I know it was a little rough. I've got my cat making noises. I'm all stuffed up. I'm coughing. It wasn't a perfect presentation, but I hope that kind of answered some questions that you guys maybe had, and helped you realize that coaching is not, it's not the pyramid scheme, salesy, blah, whatever. It truly is an amazing opportunity that Beachbody has given us. And it's been such a blessing in my life. It's really just helped me to enjoy my life the way I had always dreamt that life was supposed to be, but I always thought that I wasn't worthy of it or deserved it, or it just wasn't meant for me. So I hope that this inspired you, or at least got you thinking, or answered even questions for you. But this is being recorded, so I'm going to bring my face back. Hey guys. But this was recorded. I will send the recording to you guys. Thank you so much for being on, for those of you that did hop on. And again, if you're watching the replay, then please just send me a message, or, through social media, or you can send me a message through my email address. Most of you have my email, I believe, that I've talked to. But if not, you can go to either one of my social media and send me a quick message on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have regarding this. And if you guys are interested in coaching and you want to know more about how to get involved, again, send me a message and we can get started. So I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation, and thank you for bearing with me as I sound horrible and have things going on in the background. But anyway, thanks guys.